Hey everyone, I'm doing a review for the R. pop-up gazebo. After setting it up, I figured it'd be best to give the video review so you can see everything, the good, bad, and the ugly. So here we go. I'll start first with the instructions. I'll try to show you here. Instructions only give you instructions on how to pop the thing up. There aren't any instructions on how to get the sides on. Now, I didn't have any trouble with that because it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you're not so good with just figuring things out on the fly, that might be a downside for you. Here is the gazebo. I figured I'd do the review with the sides up, because if you bought this or are thinking about buying this, you're probably wanting to buy it because it has sides. So this is what it looks like with the sides up. All things considering, it's not too bad. Just looking at it from the outside, it's easy to pop up. It looks good. It serves its purpose. It gives you the wind or the break from the sun for the shade. It gives you a little bit of a windbreak if you want. The windows are really easy to roll up. Do that from the outside here. Roll it up. We've got Velcro, both sides, so that holds it. That's not a problem. And when you want to roll it down, there's Velcro for it to strap down to keep it relatively closed. Let's take a look quick on the inside, see what's going on in here. So here is the inside. There's the top there. As you can see, it does have the little bit of a vent. And like a typical canopy that has sides like you expect, it's kind of hot, a little bit humid. That's why it's nice to have everything opened up. So there's this side with a window, the opposite side has a window, and then the other sides have a zipper that you can either keep unzipped or keep it zipped to form a wall. And then if you wanted to, you could take both of them, close them up, and you'd have yourself a nice kind of little enclosure. Now, just keep in mind that this is all secured by Velcro. So it's Velcro all along, which is what you'd expect. But that also means that the sides are also secured by Velcro. So it's not going to be totally bug-proof. You are going to have these openings. But that's okay, because after all, it's not a tent, and hopefully you're not buying it to use as a tent. If you are, go buy a tent. That'll work a lot better. Now, I did want to highlight a couple issues that I did come across. First of all, the general material and construction is kind of cheap. And maybe you say, well, you should expect that. I always hope for the best, so I was giving it my best shot. I want to show you a couple spots here. So first, you can see this spot right here. Kind of a weak spot. I just set it up and I didn't touch it before, so that was already there. Kind of a weak spot in the coating of the roof here. Down here by the window, you can probably hopefully see that just where it's stitched, there's kind of holes. You can see, clear through it. Now, will that really affect much? Probably not. But it shows you the strength of the material, and it's not super strong. When I took a look at the seams on the ceiling, on the roof here, you can see daylight, which is kind of concerning. You can kind of see it right up there. There does appear to be some sort of light kind of seam seal on it. But when I look up and I can just kind of see daylight like that, that's a little bit concerning. Overall, it's just not the greatest material. So, you know, will it be completely waterproof if it rains? Maybe not. I mean, I haven't tested it with rain, so I don't know. But I would expect that there would be little spots kind of here and there that would, you know, beads of water would start to come through. So maybe a good thing if you want to go through with, you know, buying this is to get yourself some seam sealer and just preemptively put that stuff on all the seams. That would probably help you out a little bit. I want to show you one other thing. As with most of these pop-up canopies, the stakes provided are worthless. You put it in the ground, you know, you trip on the string and it'll come out. It won't really do much. So I never put any stock in the stakes that come with these things. I like to get my own stakes, my own string to know that it's going to be strong and that it's going to keep it secure on the ground. But I actually did find a use for these stakes. And I'll show you. I'll come right over to this way. So if you look here, you'll notice I put a stake right here. There's a couple of holes at the bottom. Now, totally not meant for this, but I realized that because these sides are held on by Velcro, when they get pushed or the wind blows, see if I can demonstrate it for you. So if the wind blows, look what happens. Whoop. Kind of a problem in my book. Someone runs into it, wind blows too hard, and it just kind of blows up and gets messy, and there's no way provided to secure these sides to the ground. So, what I did, I took the stake, got to the bottom here, just literally stuck it through into the ground. Now, when you pull this, it doesn't move. So, solve that problem. It helps keep things just a little bit tighter. Something else to notice, that there's just a lot of movement on the sides at the bottom. It would have been nice if there was a loop that you could stake down, and if you did that, then it wouldn't move nearly as much. But hey, it's my opinion. Maybe manufacturers could look into that. Who knows? So yeah, that's pretty much what this is. You pay for what you get, really. Don't expect high quality material or even, you know, high quality craftsmanship. There's just signs all over that it's not the best construction. Another spot, there's just strings that are loose and like coming apart and are fraying, you know. So small things like that, they all just build to let you know that this probably won't last a horribly long time, unless you're willing to put just a lot of work into it, or you know how to seal up a tent or something like that. But yeah, overall, it does its job. It works. So far, it's a nice shade spot. It's a pretty nice indoor gazebo kind of pop-up canopy. It's got the sides. You know, it works. Does what I want it to. Again, I don't know what would happen if it rained. I am going to go camping. I'm going to pop this up at a campground and, you know, stick it over a picnic table and use it for a little bit of a living space. So if anything happens there, I'll update the interview and let you know. But overall, I'd probably give it a 3 stars because it does work, but how long will it keep working? I don't know. And the craftsmanship and the quality of it just is kind of lacking. Cheaply made, corners were cut, and it doesn't have everything that doesn't have the strength and durability that you would want from something like this. So there you go. I hope this review was useful, and that you can make an informed decision on your own. Take care.
No, we bought this on May 18th. It was delivered on May 18th. We assembled it about 2 weeks later. And we're in New York, and we had several rainstorms. And this is the condition, because the water puddles in these corners because of the leaning. It winds up tearing. And this is after not even 1 month.
Just put this thing together. Didn't take very long. Had 4 people help me out, just so I, made sure I wouldn't have too much of a hard time. But yeah, it was really easy. Great construction. Love the springs. Those are awesome. Keep the tent nice and taut. Overall, so far I'm extremely happy. Can't wait to see how it looks when I put the lights up. Thanks.
Das ist der Sicherungsspinn.
So ist es.